The FBI is facing an unprecedented crisis of confidence. A recent whistleblower report delivered to the House Judiciary Committee paints a stark and troubling picture of the agency. This report, compiled with input from numerous active and retired FBI agents and analysts, alleges widespread dysfunction, plummeting morale, and a dangerous loss of trust from local law enforcement. The report's findings, if true, represent a serious threat to the FBI's ability to fulfill its mission of protecting the nation from terrorism, espionage, and other threats. The whistleblower report is particularly concerning because it suggests that the FBI's problems are not isolated incidents, but rather systemic issues that have been allowed to fester for years. The report alleges that the FBI has become increasingly politicized, with a culture that prioritizes loyalty to a particular political agenda over objectivity and the rule of law. This alleged politicization has created a climate of fear and distrust within the agency, with many agents afraid to speak out for fear of retaliation. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have expressed concern about the allegations, and some have called for congressional hearings to investigate the matter further. The FBI has denied the allegations, but the agency's reputation has been tarnished by the scandal. In this video, we will delve into the key findings of the whistleblower report and explore the implications of the FBI's crisis of confidence. We will examine the allegations of politicization, the erosion of trust with local law enforcement, and the plummeting morale within the agency. Trust has eroded between the FBI and local law enforcement agencies. Many local police departments are now reluctant to share information with the FBI, fearing politicization. This breakdown in communication poses a serious threat to public safety. The whistleblower report cites numerous examples of local law enforcement officials expressing distrust of the FBI. One whistleblower stated that the FBI's behavior was that of a third-world country. They should be dismantled and its personnel prosecuted and given long prison sentences. A police chief reportedly stated that he now thinks twice before sharing information with the FBI. This lack of trust is particularly concerning in the context of counterterrorism efforts. Several factors have contributed to the erosion of trust between the FBI and local law enforcement. One factor is the perception that the FBI has become more secretive and less transparent in recent years. The FBI's handling of the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol has become a lightning rod for criticism and a focal point for allegations of political bias. Critics argue that the FBI's response to the Capitol riot, in comparison to its handling of other instances of civil unrest, reveals a double standard rooted in political motivations. They point to the aggressive pursuit of those involved in the Capitol riot, while alleging a more lenient approach towards those involved in deadly riots and acts of violence following the death of George Floyd. The whistleblower report echoes these concerns, highlighting instances where FBI agents allegedly downplayed or dismissed threats from left-wing extremist groups, while aggressively pursuing those deemed right-wing extremists, even in cases where the threat assessment was questionable. This perceived disparity has fueled the belief that the FBI's priorities are influenced by a political agenda rather than objective threat assessments. Furthermore, the report alleges that FBI leadership pressured field offices to prioritize cases related to January 6, potentially diverting resources from other pressing investigations. This pressure, coupled with the perception that the FBI is under political pressure to deliver results related to January 6, raises concerns about the agency's commitment to impartial investigations and equal application of the law. The FBI's response to these allegations has been to defend its actions as apolitical and solely driven by the pursuit of justice. However, the whistleblower report, along with concerns raised by some lawmakers and legal experts, has cast a long shadow over the agency's reputation. The whistleblower report is quite alarming. It points to a systemic bias within the FBI that needs immediate attention. According to the report, several agents have come forward with allegations of bias, discrimination, and unfair treatment. This has raised serious concerns about the integrity of the Bureau. According to the report, several agents have come forward with allegations of bias, discrimination, and unfair treatment. This has raised serious concerns about the integrity of the Bureau. The training at the FBI Academy is supposed to prepare agents for real-world scenarios, but there have been numerous complaints about its effectiveness. Critics argue that the curriculum is outdated and fails to address the complexities of modern law enforcement. This scrutiny has led to calls for a complete overhaul of the training program. Many experienced agents feel disillusioned with the direction the Bureau is heading. They believe that the core values of the FBI are being compromised. This growing disillusionment among seasoned agents is causing a significant rift within the organization, affecting morale and overall performance. Amid mounting pressure, there are increasing calls for the resignation of FBI Director Chris Wray and comprehensive reforms within the FBI. Given the concerns and criticisms outlined in this report, Congress and the FBI must commit to addressing these issues head-on. The future of the Bureau hangs in the balance as it faces one of its most challenging periods. Thank you for watching till the end. Stand up for free speech and help protect the free exchange of ideas online. Please like and subscribe to help us reach more viewers.